Hi, I'm Cole, and I'm here to introduce Precoro, the AI-powered procurement centralization and automation platform. For growing companies with distributed teams, Precoro is a single source of truth that drives cost control through consolidated demand and pre-approved buying. So with that being said, let's jump into the dashboard and see this in real time. Here we can see our spend visualizations. Note that we have spend broken out by different dimensions, such as spend by supplier, spend by chart of account or GL code, by locations, by department. We can configure these visuals to your use case. Also note that we have our built-in AI assistant so that we can quickly find insights and analyze spend. You'll also see that we have different spend reporting based off of function, such as purchasing and accounts payable. And lastly, you'll see our call to action area at the top with any pending actions needed by the admin or the super user. So purchase requisitions that are pending for approval, purchase orders that are pending send to the supplier, and then invoices that are pending approval for payment. All right, so let's kick off the purchase requisition process now, and I'll switch to our point of view of a requester. First off, note that we have our historical requisitions here and a status associated with them. That way requesters always know where their requisitions are sitting within the approval process. Here, we can also create requisitions directly from our punch-out configurations. This enables requesters to ensure they're ordering the right products and the right suppliers at the right approved prices, driving good spend governance and spend policy. Second, we can go ahead and look at our AI integration, where we can go ahead and create purchase requisitions directly from supplier quotations. So here, if I go ahead and take a peek at this requisition number 314, I've generated this directly from a quote that was provided by the supplier. And here's that line item breakout associated with that code. So we've gone ahead and created this requisition. We can submit this for approval. Lastly, we can go ahead and create a requisition by using one of the configured forms that we'll build out for your team based off of your use case and your categories of spend. So here, let's create a software requisition. Okay, we'll populate some of this information. For the subcategory of spend, we'll go ahead and go software. And this is a conditional field that populates based off of the software subcategory of spend. This is relevant information for software and software only. Therefore, we want to make sure the right fields and the right questions are nested based off of the spend intake form. So we'll go ahead and put a software subscription begin date of tomorrow, Friday, and we'll also say this is a year-long subscription. So there's a subscription period. As far as personal or sensitive data, we'll go ahead and put no here. So another conditional field based off of the software subcategory. And then lastly, we can go ahead and select a spend budget that's associated with this spend subcategory. So here we have a software budget associated with the IT category and software subcategory. We can select that. We go ahead and nest this budget into the purchase process so that way we have real-time insights into remaining budget and make decisions and drive spend decisions based off of those budgets. Okay, so we'll go ahead and submit that intake form. Next, we'll go ahead and start adding line items to the requisition. Two methods in which we can do this. First and foremost, we have our internally hosted catalog. This will be all of your scheduled A pricing, negotiated items, repeat spend, things of that nature. We also have our ability to add new items or request items that aren't within that spend catalog here. So we'll go ahead and put Asana software license. We'll do one license for a price of $5,000. For unit of measure, we'll do one each. For the supplier, we'll go ahead and select Asana. See here if requesters can actually add new suppliers or request new suppliers at the point of requisition. This allows our requisition process to be as flexible as possible for the end user. So we'll finalize that line item. Now we can go ahead and confirm the requisition. Note here, if we want to add any comments, we can do so here. Those will follow along with the requisition and flow to approvers. And then if we want to add any attachments, we can go ahead and add those here. Those will also flow along with the requisition. So let's confirm this document. All right, so now that's been confirmed, it's in pending status, and we've kicked off an approval chain here associated with this line item in this requisition. Note here that this is inclusive of an IT approval based off the conditional approval workflow. Anything that falls within an IT category to include software kicks off a conditional approval flow that ties in the IT team. Procurement looped in based off best practices and spend strategy, and then legal and FP&A approval. So 4 total approvals here in this requisition. One other quick note, with the budget that we tied into the requisition, Here we can see the impact of this requisition on the budget. So with a new understanding of the incremental impact to the budget, we can make informed decisions. All right, so let's navigate back over to the approver side of this requisition. So as we navigate to our purchase requisitions module, we will see historical requisitions and associated status, approve, pending, draft, things of that nature. So here's our requisition we just created. Go ahead and open that up. So here, I am now an approver. I've got a couple of different options as I look at this requisition. I can review the line item, look at impact toward the budget, understand the use case, and I have three options. I can either A, send it back for a revision to the requester. Maybe they need to add an attachment. We'll go ahead and send that back and ask them to add an attachment. Secondly, I can go ahead and reject the requisition, which puts the requisition in rejected status, doesn't all out cancel it. That way, if you want to quickly recreate it, you can rather than starting from scratch. Lastly, you can approve the requisition. So I'll go ahead and knock that out. Okay, now that all approvals have taken place, we can go ahead and create a purchase order. As you can see, the information from the requisition has all been configured into this purchase order document. Therefore, we don't have to refill in this document or any of the intake associated. Okay, confirm. So as we navigate to the purchase orders module, you'll be able to see open purchase orders and historical purchase orders. For example, the PO we just created, right? It's approved. Now it's been sent to the supplier. You'll get that real-time visibility into the status of those purchase orders going forward. All right, so let's switch over to the invoicing portion of the procure to pay process and take a look at the AP inbox. All invoices will be submitted to the AP inbox, where they will be managed and processed with the optical reader. The OCR technology will facilitate an automatic three-way match with corresponding purchase orders and receipts within Precoro. This will streamline the three-way match process for your AP departments. So let's go ahead and upload an invoice. All right, now the OCR technology is currently scraping this document and will transpose the information from this invoice onto our invoice template. All right, now the OCR technology is completed and the document has been scraped, and you can see there is a corresponding match to PO 229. That is the purchase order that we just created. So as we navigate back to the purchase order, we'll see that there has been that match with that invoice. So here's purchase order 229, the corresponding invoice where we have that successful match. As we look at the invoice, we'll see that this has been fully approved, and this information will sync back to your ERP. For this environment, we have NetSuite. Common integrations are NetSuite, QuickBooks Online, Xero, Sage, Microsoft Dynamics, and many other ERPs via an API. Many of these systems will actually facilitate bill pay directly within Precoro here shortly. More to come on that with the next product update. So wrapping up the invoicing portion, here we can see the line item. This came from the purchase order. Here's the invoice that we submitted to the OCR technology, scraped and created that automatic approval. Last step here is to send to NetSuite and make the payment. All right, lastly, let's get into the reporting module. Quickly take a look at that. We offer many pre-built reports here based off most common use cases, and also offer the functionality to create custom reports. All of the data that's stored within Precoro is callable via API. We can send this into any business intelligence tools of your choice, Power BI, things of that nature, and we can call these on a recurring basis and automatically pull this information for push. Hopefully this quick product run through demonstrates the custom configurations that Precoro is capable of, and we look forward to specializing a demo to your specific use case and meeting with you. Thank you.